Everyone, the time is now. The red room is showing their faces. Are you ready? Yeah, guys, it is about that time. Ah, man, this thing's hot and just, oh, it's all heck. Let's talk about some exciting new characters coming to Marvel Strike Force. That's right, guys. You've been wondering who the last two characters to be revealed for the patch, and we're about to get into them. Now, this is a brand new team called the Skill Military Team, and some of those long asked for requests are finally being granted into the game. A lot of reworks to talk about, a lot of cool synergies, and a really surprising video to see one of their expected counters. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so first and foremost is going to be one of the characters that is the centerpiece of the team, Yelena Belova, who is probably described as the heir to the Black Widow throne. Now, she is an amazing kit. We're going to see some really cool skill-defining descriptions on these kits, and then we'll kind of talk about how we plan to they plan to work inside the game. So, Hero Global Skill Blaster Military. So, Widow Strike. Attack primary target for 250% damage. Gain an assist from a random skill military or Black Widow ally. If this character is an ally, has stealth, transfer 2 positive effects, excluding taunt, on primary target to self. So this is huge, okay? Now, the special. Transfer 1 positive effect, excluding taunt, from primary target to self and all skill military allies. Attack primary target for 280% damage, plus apply disrupted for 2 turns. Gain +2 stealth up to a maximum of 3. So the character is going to be striking predominantly from stealth. Super cool. Using the enemy's buffs against them to give them to her team. Sound familiar? Well, it's a little bit like Taskmaster's kit, but let's get more into it. Ultimate Dastavadanya. Energy cost 3 out of 5. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 300% damage, plus clear all deflect. This attack has 50% extra crit chance. This attack cannot be blocked. All right, so huge. This character is going to have some amazing passive we're going to get right into right away. So the Red Room Graduate on offense up, gain stealth. While this character has stealth, gain 100% critical damage. Lower crit chance for all enemies by 25%. Now, this is huge. Just think about the implications that this passive allows them to do. Lower the chance to assist on non-attack abilities, for all enemies by 25% per skilled military ally, up to a maximum of 100%. Pretty big deal. So on her full skill military team, so S plus M, team, she's going to have an amazing control of teams that were relying on the assist coming from the non-attack abilities. So things like Marauders and maybe even Mercenaries. Again, it makes sense. They're in this movie, they're going to be pitted up against Taskmaster. That's already known, not a leak. That's, it's in the previews. So seems to make sense. All right. Next, an exciting kit here. Now, one thing we're going to talk about is turn order. You're going to be able to see it inside of the video. And we're going to talk about where a lot of this comes from. So the Red Guardian is a very, very important kit. Traits: Hero Global Skill Protector Military. Okay? Basic Soviet Slam. Attack the primary target with 340% damage, plus chain to 1 adjacent target for 280%. Gain defense up. In war, apply defense up to adjacent allies. 20% chance to gain an assist from Yelena Belova ally. Counterattack breaks this chain. So we're going back to the basics, doing a ton of damage. Plus assist mechanics built in. We're starting to see this more and more from the basic attacks. So we're starting to see this power creep in there. Special Iron Curtain. Energy 4 to 4. Clear 2 negative effects. If this character is above 50% health, gain taunt. Otherwise, heal for 20% of this character's max health. Apply defense up to self and all allies. Now, This is very reminiscent. The only difference between this and Captain America is the energy generation and the actual turn, the amount of time this happens. But this is going to be pretty interesting when you see what's happening here. Now, heal self and all allies for 20% of this character's max health from the Protector Kit. Apply regeneration to self and all military allies. 25% chance to gain an assist from Yelena Belova ally. Ultimate Red Star. Energy cost 5 out of 5. Transfer 1 positive effect, excluding taunt, from primary target to self and all skill military allies. Attack primary target and adjacent targets for 500% damage. Apply ability block to the primary target. So pretty cool ideas. Starting to already make my juices flow when I'm thinking about that with ability block. 25% chance to gain an assist from Yelena Belova ally. Passive Maskorokva. I don't know. I probably say that right. Somebody help me with my Russian pronunciation later on in the comments, please do. On spawn, gain taunt, defense up, and apply speed up to all skilled military allies. What? Welcome back, Drax 2.0. Yeah, that's huge. On spawn, gain taunt, defense up, and apply speed up to all skilled military allies. Huge. When this character drops below 50% max health, if taunting, clear taunt, and heal for 30% of this character's max health. Gain plus 25% block chance, plus 5% per skill ally, so not quite as much of a block machine as Captain America is with his full team, however, still pretty decent. Plus 10% block amount. Gain 30% max health. Skill military allies gain 30% max health. If this, 30%, not in war, not specific. Gain 30% max health. This character has 3 or more skilled military allies, gain 50% focus. Skilled military allies gain 50% focus. Huge. All right. Now, for the reworks. So some of these you're going to... Wait, you guys see it. I think you guys see it. Don't get too excited. Wow. So it has finally happened. Punisher added the trait military. Attack primary target for 200% damage, plus 10% piercing. Attack all adjacent enemies for 160% damage. Now, it's changed. So now it's also transferring 1 positive effect. So the skill, the way that this is working is the skill team is transferring positive effects from the targets to the team. So it's super cool. This is potentially role defining among where they fit into the counters. So pay attention to that. This is going to be a big deal to how we theory craft this going on when these characters launch. Attack primary target. So the same damage overall. Okay. Now, we're going to see some of the war specific. So they get some war specific bonuses. So not much is changing. Basically, he gets an additional damage to the primary target. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but we're going to get into some of the other kits and some of the exciting new members of the team. Well, not really new. Killmonger. So just when you thought it was safe to build him as a mercenary, he now has a brand new team. He's rejected Wakanda on 2 separate occasions, and now he's got the military tag. So, and rightfully so, he got his name from his time working in special operations in the military. So, attack primary target for 200% damage 3 times on crits. This is the old one. Okay? All right? So, there it is again. Gaining the positive ability to chain positive effects and transfer them to all skilled military allies. So, it's using all positive effects on a team against them. And so, that's pretty huge. Okay? All right. So, the big difference here is they just added the counter attack for the Wakanda and skill military ally change. So he's going to counter when he gets hit. So big difference. Now, Merc Soldier. Merc Soldier has been often overlooked as a character because he just really never found his way onto the mercenary team. I know you guys are all probably going, oh, great. I got to level up the Sadness Grenade. Yeah. However, wait till you see what he does for the team. So, his new attack primary targets and adjacent targets for 240% damage, plus apply bleed. In war, clear 2 positive effects on primary target and adjacent targets. Okay. Now, his old passive was gain 20% damage and 15% health. Now, he gains 30% damage and 15% health, but he also, in war, gains an additional 30% damage and 20% max health. Skilled military allies gain 20% max health, and military allies gain 30% damage. This is pretty incredible. This character is someone who's now going to become a war staple around this team. I'm excited to sit back and hang out with you guys and theorycraft this. This can prove to be quite devastating. If you're not excited about this, I don't know what you're possibly thinking. I'm super excited about this new team. Again, is it a priority to build? If you're new to the game, probably not. But this is something that a lot of us who were veterans have built up. These characters may seem optional, but we're going to watch a video here and we're going to break down what we're seeing happening. So, really quickly. All right, this is them versus Marauders. They're going to drop in and just watch the turn order really quickly here. All right, so right away they get to speed up on spawn. All right, so as a taunter with that, we want them to taunt us for as long as possible. There it is, disrupt on Strife, going right in for their biggest weakness. Now, damage done, get rid of the defense up, and now he's already gotten damage, so every single time the defense up's applied, they're gonna basically nuke the team. So he could have easily gone into Emma, stolen defense up, and then nuked Mr. Sinister that way. So these guys really handily put it to them at a really similar power level. Now, again, I know the level of investment that people are going to have in Marauders may not justify this right away for you, but you're watching this. There's that ability block, and then that counter. But right away, right there, death proof stolen. It could have been stolen by the team there, if you want to do so. And again, just a ton of damage, and then he's going to heal. And right now, it's just finishing off Emma. And will they have enough damage to get through bigger Emmas? We'll see. But having the ability to regen, I think this team does a lot of damage, so I feel like they have the ability to do so. And in fact, being able to steal those immunities down the road will help out for that slow and help control the team, and it's going to be a big deal. So on their specials, there's the immunity going on to the team. So that's slow. So the second she breaks out of her diamond form, this team will have a pretty easy time, even if they don't break through it now. Because there's just a lot of damage going out. Considering the amount of armor that she has, it is pretty impressive. So, all right, guys. That's it for this team. The last to be announced for this patch. Hope you guys are excited as I am. Remember, I'll probably build these guys up. I'll probably be heading into Dark Dimension. Maybe I'll theorycraft some of these guys when we get an idea of the actual cost. I'll be sure to check out msf.gg when the patch goes live. And we'll talk about, are these potentially DD4 characters? Will they synergize with some of the other teams we've theorycrafted? Because their skill, this should be super cool. So skill plus military, so S plus M team. Remember, I'll do things so you don't have to. Watch me as I theorycraft live on Twitch. And I hope to see you guys soon. And thank you again for tuning in. Have a great one.